pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash.
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Cleveland Browns. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Now the third leading rusher among rookies last year, it's Nick Chubb. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
50 seconds, Mike. Strip that ball. Strip that ball. 50 seconds to Mike.
On second and 9, Mayfield is going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On third down, Mayfield. And he's got his man. That's Landry. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. You think back to last year when these two teams met in Week 3. That was a big one for the Browns franchise and for Baker Mayfield. Mayfield came in relief of Tyrod Taylor and broke the Browns' 19-game losing streak, beating fellow rookie Sam Darnold 21-17. And after the game, a lot of you will remember Browns management unlocking the, shall we call them, refreshment fridges that had been padlocked for so long until the Browns got that victory. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So in Jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Play fake. Mayfield. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the...
Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
Now Bell. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's second and 2. Here's Bell. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And got his tight end, Duarte. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to second and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's get off the field. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Go, go, go.
On second down and 4. Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Number 53, Mike 53. Exit, exit. Check. 53 is Mike.
Look at me. Go.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense.
On third and long, it's Locke. He finds his target. It's Crowder. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
First and 10. Go. 70, Indy. Bristol, Travis.
Bell. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving.
Watch the twist.
Ready?
On second down, it's Bell. Bell a first down and then some. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know every time we watch Le'Veon Bell play, we think about him making people miss the hesitation move. But you remember, he came out of Michigan State as a bruiser and a thumper, and he still has those capabilities.
At 225 pounds, an underrated part of his game. Now a carry by the third-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And he slides to avoid the hit. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain.
Switch.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra points safely through. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, I think
pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Brandon Copeland. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Mayfield to throw it. Now Mayfield lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Now Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play. But there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker. And we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed a big hit for a loss. They'll try again with Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Le'Veon Bell with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets will extend their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here's Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
180. 53. Watch the slant.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Copeland, his 2nd sack of the night.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. Working out of the gun. Mayfield flush to his, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Brandon Copeland in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
From the 38, Locke. On the catch, it's Crowder. That throw good for only a couple. That brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 2.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy that can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, 2nd-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Let's go.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Mike, 53. 53. Mike. Hey, they scared. Ready.
On first down, Locke. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now...
And this is going to be caught by Smith for a Jet touchdown. Vincent Smith, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mayfield. They set up the screen to Chubb. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches.
Alert! Check Mike 57.
From the gun, Mayfield drops it off for Chubb. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Final play of the half, Mayfield. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And the Jets set to receive this 3rd quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the 2nd half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go!
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Locke to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Running on first down, Eckler. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Again, it's Bell. And he'll go down at the 28. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 3rd down, here's Bell. And down inside the 15 he goes. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Going on the ground with Eckler. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now to the air, Locke. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
I'm coming after you. Real. Hey, check, Mike.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire.
And he's going to go down again. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to the tight end, Harris. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillendown, standing just outside his own goal line. Pulled in at the 24. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Come on.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back to the air on second down. It's locked. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. This is Bell. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They get it to him running left. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. The Jets on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 28-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? Oh, Chubb fumbled it. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Well, Parker, I think it's safe to say they can mark this down as extremely frustrating. Here we are in the 4th quarter, and that last play, that turnover, I think it epitomizes what happened to them all day on offense.
So symbolic, and that's why they're still being shut out. Now Eckler. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. The running game continues to be a big part of their success here early in the 4th quarter.
And with those types of runs, that tells you they feel very confident in their running game. They feel very strong at this stage of the contest, and they want to keep doing exactly what we saw there, running the ball down their throat.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
6 guys, check 6 guys.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Pickens' kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Let's go!
The Browns drive about to get started. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Mayfield. And that's going to be intercepted. Jamal Adams with it, the all-pro safety. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
A first down run for Bell, not going to get much, maybe a couple, and it's 2nd down. There to stop him, Chad Thomas. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Jets on 3rd down, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Locke. The open man is Smith. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Locke now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Took just 1 play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Mayfield now. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll make this a 2nd and long. And they'll try to squeeze in 1 more play here before the 2-minute warning. Mayfield on play action. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Man, I got you.
What?
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to let it fly. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. Antonio Callaway, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
180.
I'm here all day.
They go play action. Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Landry, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time. 3rd down here.
180. Here we go. Deep. All day. Defense. All day. All day.
Mayfield with it once more. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Real.
Wide. Get wide.
Now Mayfield on 4th down. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The sack by Jordan Willis. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Set up. 60 or 5.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Tonight.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, up a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Jets, they used a favorable early schedule to their advantage as they move to 2-0. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our